Welcome to another production of San Antonio, Texas Real Estate for Sale. You will find that in this recording, you're going to see what to expect from the northeast side of San Antonio. In the last month, there was 362 homes that got sold in San Antonio in the northeast side, ranging from price from the high end from 900,000, about 899,000, as you can see is a high, to a low of about 25,000. The best statistic to look at when comparing Northeast San Antonio to different areas of San Antonio is actually going to be between the average and the median price range, because this will give you the best indication of what to find as a expectation. Now you might be thinking to yourself, well, what's the difference between average and median price? The biggest difference is this: when you take an average of something, you take everything into account. That high range that we just talked about and the low range that we spoke about as well. When you take the median of something, you put everything in line and you pick the one that's in the middle. Now, which one is better? Typically, when you take an average of something, if the data is too skewed, you don't get a good reading. It's actually like if it got distorted. Now, when you take a median of something, it's a little bit more concise, but at the same time, you might be leaving some of the items out that was really part of what you're looking for. So the best thing to do is look at both, and then you get a general consensus as far as a range of what to expect. Now, when it comes to the medium, which is actually my better indicator, you will find that in Northeast San Antonio, most of the homes are going to be ranging about 145,000 list price. They're going to sell for about 142. They'll have a square footage of about 1,900 square feet, and they're going to sell in about $72 per square foot. On average, they'll last about 78 days on the market, and you'll also find that their list price to sold price was about 97%, which means that on the average, only about 3% was negotiated off the actual price, the last list price of the house. This is important because I find that a lot of people are always wonder, well, how much should I ask for a discount? Well, the best thing to do is always go with the average, because for the most part, it gives you an idea of what the market is bearing. Homes sometimes that are a little bit more expensive will sometimes feature a different amount as far as discount. Like if you find out that the market is, on the average is taking 10 to 20% discount, it will show up on the statistics. Now let's move on to the average. On average, you'll find that in the northeast side, it averages out to about 166,000. The sold price of homes were about 160,000, and the square foot was about 2,023. Price per square foot, if you take the average of the homes that got sold, was $77. Most of them lasted about 94 days for sale, and the list to sold price ratio was 96.7%. Again, the biggest difference between what you see in the stats between the two, like I said, is just doing the range. So I would say that if you take both into account, the analysis of Northeast San Antonio dictates that you're going to have most of the homes are going to be about 150,000 in price. They're going to be about 2,000 square feet, which you're going to find for 150,000. You're going to be paying about $74 per square foot. And on the average, you're going to be negotiating about 3% as far as from whatever price you see it at to the price is probably going to be sold. Now, if you need more information or like to contact us, please reach us at 1-800-261-7216, or you could also reach us by visiting our website, sanantoniotxrealestateforsale.com. I hope you like this edition of the May Northeast San Antonio Market Report. Thank you.